Hello and welcome to VRCana, a roleplay adventure. This is a bonus episode. I am your host and dungeon master, Danny K. I am joined by two of my wonderful and beautiful players, Quasar.exe.
Hi.
And Indy Falco 64.
Hello.
So this bonus episode is taking place between the last session with the Black Bull and the next session of things that we haven't decided yet. Our two players here are on a mission. Ever, the tinkerer, Ohlivar, is nearly done with his secret project. And I say nearly done because he lacks one key component, a focus lens, which can only be crafted from the refined crystals dropped by an earth elemental boss in the game's sandy pocket dimension. With assistance from Damu, Ohlivar and her have battled their way through the sandy dimension, defeating minor elemental spirits made of rocks, sand, and even glass. But now, they stand overlooking a pit in the middle of what looks like a banal pile of rocks. The only thing that gives away the pile's true form is an occasional shake or slight shift. You two in Roll20 can see where you're at, correct?
Yeah, there I am at the bottom. Like just outside of the ring, it looks like.
Yeah.
Or the thingy.
Yep. So, yeah, you can see the earth elemental. It's just right now in it's kind of just melded into the earth around it. It's just chilling. Ohlivar, what do you say to Damu?
We should probably be very careful. If you want, I could possibly try drawing its attention and going into defensive mode. It is a new option that I have implemented upon myself.
I'm into that. Yeah, I think this thing's kind of scary. It's kind of big, and it looks like it's melded pretty well. So I think the two-prong approach would be very ideal. And she'll kind of nod to him.
Would you like to get into a position stealthily and wait until I have its attention?
I can certainly try, and she will try to stealth into a position. Let me get my stealth roll for you, Denny.
Okay.
Do we kind of have like an idea of this thing's aggro radius by chance?
Yeah, that's a good question.
If it has one, I don't know if it's neutral or not either.
Shit.
You know,
I didn't think about it.
You know, with that kind of roll, I don't think Damu needs to worry about it at all.
Yeah.
So
Damu, baby.
Yes.
You should get up high so you can pounce down like a crazy badass.
I really like that.
Right? If there is
with
anything
that,
up high.
Are those rocks, like, how tall are they compared to the elemental itself?
The rocks themselves, like, you know, that are scattering around the arena, I would say that they are like tall enough that you could hide behind. They are the size of boulders, large boulders.
Okay. So she won't hop on one. She will just hide behind this. Let me see if I can get that far.
And since we're not in combat at the moment, I'm not going to worry about movement speed.
Oh yeah, duh. I'm dumb. Anyways, she will sneaky sneak and be kind of behind that rock a little bit and wait for Ohlivar to kind of draw it to kind of this area-ish. Or to its left, rather.
Okay.
Yeah, Ohlivar will just walk out openly and start clacking his shield like with his other fists. Nice loud bang, bang, bang. Come get me, bitch. Dinner time.
I ain't getting no sleep because of y'all.
Probably like right here is pretty good. That should give some space and cover. Yeah.
Okay. So the earth elemental, you know, it really doesn't sense you necessarily from the noise, but from the tremors that you are emitting from like your feet, right? You know,
no,
bang,
my feet, yeah.
Clang, clang.
It'll
then,
never lose track of me.
Right, and then of course, you banging your shield, that causes other vibrations in the earth, and you hear like the rock just, and it like stands up and it kind of reveals its full form. You know, it is a large creature. It is made of like sandstone, right? Like it has like this sandy, coarse texture. Its body is kind of tapered towards the bottom. Its arms are massive, and as it stands up, all sorts of dust and sand kind of pour from its body and, you know, muddle the air. I think we can just go ahead and roll initiative like right now. How's that sound?
Heck yeah.
All right, so here's how this is gonna go. We're gonna go Damu, and then the Earth Elemental, and then Ohlivar.
Okay. Me first. I don't think people besides rogues have sneak attack. Am I wrong on that? I don't think we.
Yeah, sneak attack is just a rogue feature.
That's
Sure, it's just rogue, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. In every other game, everybody can do it. Dang it. But I will just get the first whop on him, and just.
You know what? I think there's a monk subclass that gets it, but
I think you're actually right. You know what? Too, I actually am gonna wait it out. No, I'm not. I'm gonna take this advantage and beat him up. Yeah, 11. Wait. Yeah, that does not hit. I don't think that 11 to hit versus AC.
Yeah, that is unfortunately a miss. And you see the Earth Elemental shift, and you run, and I imagine Damu has the glaive kind of trailing behind her, and goes
like
just like a quick swipe up, and as she steps back for a moment to see what kind of damage she may have done, she notices just a very light mark where the glaive's blade had gone. Not really any damage has been done.
Rock v rock. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
And she'll just kind of whack. I don't think she gets anything else.
you get extra attack, don't you?
Do I? Do I get one more? Actions attack per action too.
Most melee classes get extra attack, but
Yeah, if you have an extra attack, go on ahead for it.
Yeah, it says attacks per action on D&D Beyond. It says I have 2, so I think that
Yep, go ahead.
qualifies me for dose. She'll try again. She'll swing up and be like, God dang it. And try it again.
oh, nice.
Is that a natural 20?
I think it's dirty. Yeah, it's dirty.
It's dirty? All right. But hey, that's a hit still.
Shoot. And it's not. I don't think it's. What's the thing for AC that I get? It has to be like 10 above or something, right?
Oh, for
6
like
above.
slicing?
5 or greater. It's in the thingy, the roll you made.
Yeah, I have the page pulled up tier 2. Yeah, no, it's 5 or greater. So she will just do nothing fun and fancy with it. And just.
If you're trying to shove it for funsies, I don't know.
It has no arms, so I can't disarm it, and I don't want to shove it.
But listen, if you rolled a nat 20, it would be the craziest shit Ohlivar's ever seen.
I know. Her little cat body just. Sorry. Anyways,
So terrifying.
you know she won't do it, but she will. That's 14 points of damage, I think.
Yep. Yeah.
I think that's all we can do on that. Let me see if I have any bonus actions real quick. Hold on. Nothing fun yet. Yeah, she'll wait. I'll wait. And let Ohlivar do his thing.
All right. Yeah. So you run up, you do the first slash, realize that the blade really didn't do anything, and so it kind of with a renewed strategy in mind, you kind of align the glaive a little bit differently and put a little bit more oomph into it, and you can actually see that you chip off a bit of rock and seem to do some damage to the elemental.
She'll just be like, pots and pans, your turn.
It's actually the elemental's turn, and he sees
frick.
you. He's gonna go on ahead and he's gonna go on ahead and try to hit you with his arms. He's just gonna like swing an arm at you.
Okay.
Just a whole arm the size of a tree, no big deal.
Does 18 hit?
Yes. It sure does.
All right, 13 damage.
Oh, that's a 2. Okay. She will just take it and kind of be caught off guard, like kind of, oof.
Yeah. He just like wham, like throws his arm out, gets Damu pretty squarely in the torso. Now it's Ohlivar's turn.
Does Ohlivar know if this thing uses sight or sound to detect things or anything like weird beyond sight, basically?
Go on ahead and roll me a history check. If you roll higher than a 15,
I won't, but I'll try.
3.
That's a 3.
Yeah.
I was like, it's so low it didn't show up. It was blank at first.
Actually, you know what? Go on ahead and roll it for me.
Why don't you roll -0?
Go on ahead and roll it for me one more time.
4.
Okay. So
Get one better.
in Ohlivar's mind, he's looking at this thing. He's trying to determine like how is it sensing, how is it moving. But there's Ohlivar has his own inner monologue. But in this moment, there's like a slightly different one, and it's not friendly towards Ohlivar, right? There's something else. There's a different voice in his head that's kind of cursing at him for not remembering like this bit of game lore.
Okay.
Continue with your turn though.
Okay. Well, in that case, he's not knowing any better. I don't know if this will work or not, but he'll probably say
Initiating defensive protocol.
and then he'll actually open up part of his chest and go boop boop and just hit a couple buttons and then close his chest panel, and then he'll suddenly just become very, very kind of blurred, and it's hard to, when you look at him, it's just hard to perceive where exactly he's at, because either direction could be off by like several inches, including forward and backwards, so it makes it very hard to hit him. Basically, he has advantage against anything that's using sight to kind of detect or attack him.
Okay.
He implies disadvantage to attacks coming from anything using sight, essentially. And then with that, he'll also say
Anomaly detected. Searching.
and then he'll start running towards the creature,
Okay.
really thinking too much of it, and he'll if I can take like a bonus action to kind of I guess some sort of taunt and just keep clacking that shield to hopefully draw his attention.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, he definitely notices you.
Good. Actually, you know what? I've got more movement. Let me move here.
Okay.
Flanking position, still good. Yeah, okay. I think that's bonus action and move. Yep, that's everything.
All
So
right.
he's there clacking, getting ready for a fight.
That's gonna go on to Damu then. Damu.
Woohoo! She, I assume, probably has a little bit of virtual blood dripping off of her, and she's gonna be like, God. And she's like, now I'm mad, dude. And she will take her lovely obsidian glaive and kind of wipe it on the blood, and her tattoos will glow. And she will invoke a crimson rite on her weapon.
Maximum hatred.
Yes, I hate you so much. Damn, I rolled a 6. So when I do that, for clarity for people at home, I also have to take damage, but I take a d6 of damage, but I also get to imbue my weapon with a d6 of damage type based on the rite that I chose in the past. In which case, I chose the Rite of the Dawn, which gives them fun radiant damage.
Nice.
Ooh. Yeah, I think it's radiant damage. And I resist necrotic. But, so she's gonna do a wacky poo with her glavey glaive.
All right.
On demands, the big boy, the big rock. Wayne the Rock Johnson. That 19 for 9 damage, and then I will roll a d6 for that extra. It's a 4. Why couldn't I freaking roll that when I hurt myself? Anyways, so that's a total of 13 damage on him.
All right.
For that first attack. She will do another one as well right after.
Okay.
If that's.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna put a little note here. While you have like your Crimson Rite, I am assuming that makes your weapon magical, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't make the weapon itself. It adds an extra little bit of magic damage on top of it, I believe, if I'm reading this correctly.
Okay.
Oh, so it's like separate radiant damage kind of thing?
Correct.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
That
It's
makes sense,
imbued
yeah.
with a right rather than the weapon itself being magic. If I'm
Gotcha,
understanding
yeah.
correctly, I can read more into it afterwards too.
I'm just
figure
gonna
it
go
out.
on ahead. I'm gonna make the ruling for at least this session that it does make it magical.
Okay.
Yes!
Just for this session, we can figure it out properly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we'll figure it out. 14?
that is not a hit. That is a miss.
Damn.
Technically,
Wrapped.
are we flanking right now, Danny?
Oh,
think
true.
we are.
Yeah, you are. Yep, you are flanking. So go on ahead and you can roll it at advantage.
Okay, I'll roll just a d20 then. For that other one. Okay.
Oh, it's the exact same roll.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, I don't think that helps. So. She'll try. She'll just like and be like, "Oh, God, dang it!"
Yeah.
He's too thick.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say, right, because it's so large and it's hard to hit, right? Or it's not hard to hit. It's hard to miss. So I'm gonna say, like, the first one, like, you had like the perfect edge alignment with your glaive, right? And you were able to chip away a little bit more, and then you go for your second one, and maybe the edge alignment just wasn't quite right. And you go for that slash, and it just doesn't seem to do anything. That's gonna bring it to the elemental's turn. He's gonna go right for Ohlivar, go for a swing.
Here we go. Oh god.
Let me make sure that
Disadvantage, please.
Disadvantage at because he's flanked.
Because of blur. The
Oh, because
spell
of
I have
blur.
on.
Okay, that's right.
Ja.
So 11. So probably not gonna hit, and 17. Yep,
No,
not gonna hit.
Maybe.
Yeah. So you see, and actually he has multi-attack, so he's gonna go for it again.
Oh my gosh.
Please don't do it.
I'm glad I'm
Please don't
tanking.
do it.
22.
Oh.
15. Does 15 hit?
Oh no.
Yeah. So
That 22 was like right on the money at first.
yeah. That so the earth elemental first like brings with just his two hands. I'm just gonna say like the two attacks are kind of rolled up into one here, but he brings his two hands down. And he tries to like, you know, get you, but he misses you by like, you know, inches. Very like, you know, not very far due to your kind of armor there. Yeah, and like all sorts of like dust and stuff is like up in the air. It's now your turn, Ohlivar.
Let's see, what does he have? Oh my god, it's been so long since we played.
That's a sick visual too, like all the dust coming up and his like glowing eye just like coming out through. Oh,
right. And then all you hear is just that hum of his gauntlet powering up, and then you see the glow in that like sandy mist. But yeah, Ohlivar's like reeling back as the sandy mist starts to kind of dissipate and come down, and he's just gonna try to uppercut him. I guess a couple times.
Okay, and you can roll it at advantage because of the flank. 17 is a
on the
hit.
money. Heck yeah. That is 16 bludgeoning damage.
Pebble now. Shoot.
Why would I shove? Can't disarm him either. So yeah, I guess I'm not gonna take that bonus action. I don't know what to do with it. Like, there's no fucking way. Plus I don't want to shove him into you. That'd be terrible. Yeah. So we'll take that second attack.
Juggling the rock elemental between shoving him back and forth. He's playing Pong with the giant being.
And he just reels back for that double uppercut. Nice. 19 versus 17. He hits again. So 16 damage on the first punch and 18 on the second punch. Double uppercut. I found that sweet spot where it's not all like limestone or granite. It's just like kind of like a hard sand.
Yes, awesome.
All up in that gut. Now let's do one to the inner thigh and then one to the gut, just because.
Yeah. I would find it funny. It's like you hit him in the knee. He like goes down to one knee and then like you hit him in the face.
Oh my god, yeah. Basically, yeah, like that sounds awesome. It's my jam.
Yeah, and like just bits of rock just, you know, are kind of like exploding off. Yeah, flying off of him.
Oh my god, and you can hear that thunderous like clack as the rock and that metal collide. Oh, it's so good.
Ohlivar, go on ahead and roll me just a d20.
Well, here we go. Oops.
Uh-oh, what's this?
Probably great.
Scared.
14.
Okay. Yeah, so Ohlivar, as you are throwing these punches into this elemental, there's like this feeling inside you, and it's growing, and it's like primal rage is building inside of Ohlivar.
Oh yeah. So as that rage is building, he'll probably after that second punch, probably talk to himself a little and say something like
Thing is off. I do not know why. I feel hatred for this creature.
but it just starts his recovering process through the turns.
Okay.
DM, does it look like he's enjoying hurting the elemental at all?
That's a good question.
I think from Damu's perspective, yes. There might be something in like the way Ohlivar went for the second hit that
Oh my.
seemed a little vicious.
Oh, okay. Damu is just gonna clock that for sure and just be like, and just kind of give him a look. She won't ask him if he's okay yet because she doesn't know, but she's gonna keep that in her back pocket and she'll watch his next attack when his next turn comes around for sure, a little closer to see if he's becoming more divisive with his hits or torturous.
Okay. Well, that brings us to your turn, Damu.
Sweet. She's going to keep trying to slice a rock.
It's like
Whenever you attack, it does prompt you for like advantage or disadvantage, right?
Yes,
For the macro. Okay, cool.
Yes,
Just
it
making
does.
sure.
And I forgot. Yes, I forgot that was a little drop down the first time, but I forgot about flanking until we did this. So
Okay.
cool. I just did advantage.
Oh my god, so good.
That's so good. Oh my god.
Oh, look at that 25. Oh.
yeah, and I think you actually get that's 5 over.
Oh, that is, yeah, you get to do skewering or the slicing, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. So I get if attack is 5 or greater than AC. So do I get a bonus damage for that, or do I get a bonus next time I attack?
I think it's to the next attack, so I think it
so
means
too.
anybody. Which,
Okay,
I mean,
so-
it's gonna be you, obviously.
Yeah. So cool. I will keep that 3 in the back pocket of mine, and he also takes a little 3 extra necrotic damage, making our total a lovely. I don't think it adds that into that damage total, so I think that's a 14 damage.
That's right, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
She won't disarm or shove, so she will roll again. Oh, let me add my radiant. Apologies.
No, you're good.
So many things. It's holy crap. Lots of extra damage right there. A whopping
God.
1.
Big
Spits
money right
on
there.
him. You can spit and do more too.
Radiant spit.
It's like shiny and beautiful somehow. Okay. She'll like she's aiming these for like the softer parts of the stone, trying to slice into it more. It's a 24 this time.
That's
so
a hit.
is
And that's
plus
5 over
3
still.
Yeah, it's gonna be a metric hecton. I need the 3 after that. So that's gonna be 9 plus 3, which is 12 plus ye old d6 3. 15 points of damage.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
All right.
You rolled a 25 and then a 24? Oh my god.
Thank you, D&D dice.
Right?
Dang.
Seriously. Awesome.
They're never this nice to me. I don't know what's happening.
Just wait, now that you said that, it's gonna be all 2s
I
and
know.
3s for us.
Yeah,
Just
so
over and over.
here's kind of what I'm imagining, right? So the elemental, he tries to bring his fist down on Ohlivar. Ohlivar like dodges it, goes, punches the knee, punches the face. Damu sees something just kind of about Ohlivar isn't quite right, but she tucks it away. So we got to get this done, and kind of quickly climbs up the back, and with 2 quick stabs, cha, and like bounces off real quick.
Yeah, like backflip off cat 3-point land moment.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You at the moment are feeling a lot like Tanjiro in the first season of Demon Slayer. Just
Yes, I am. My breathing's all off. No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah, we're jumping and bouncing for sure.
All right. Elemental's turn.
Okay.
He is going to take one swipe with his arms at Ohlivar. It's a 25 hit.
Disadvantage, please.
Oh, that's right.
Shit.
15 is a miss.
Oh, it's a miss, yeah.
Breathe.
Blur is so good when it works.
Yeah.
Until I get hit once and then I lose concentration. It's great.
Yeah, so he's gonna like swing one arm at Ohlivar and miss, but he's gonna take his momentum and swing once again. He's gonna take his multi-attack and swing at Damu. Does a 24 hit.
Oh,
Yeah, it kind of does. Just a little.
oh
Just
no,
barely.
My precious Damu.
Help, not the kitty.
13 damage.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm tanking, guys. I'm tanking.
Yeah, so like I said, he's gonna miss with his first swing. He's gonna keep that momentum and then like try to bring the other arm down on Damu, and he clips her pretty good. And you know, as Damu recovers, there's just dust everywhere. Like the amount of dust in the air is thick.
Is it almost obscuring vision thick, or is it
No,
it's just heavy? It feels
it's just heavy.
in the air.
I'm just trying to make some atmosphere here.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Ohlivar brings it to your turn.
He reels back and he seems a little more focused. He doesn't really say anything, but he aims more for the shin this time.
Okay.
On the first attack, and I think the second attack he's gonna try to like crack this thing's arm, like maybe in the forearm or elbow area.
Okay.
If he hits, but we'll see. 21 to 17, so does hit for 20 damage to its shin area as he tries to crack it and maybe hinder it a bit and make it come to the ground. And then the second one, in a very unprettily aim for that elbow with a 24 to 17 and another 20 damage, so 20 damage. And he's gonna try to shove out of spite, which, well, that's not very good. He tries to do like a quick shield bash afterwards to try to, like, at his knee to try to topple that weakened area, unfortunately with a 13 versus the target's athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah. So here's what happens, right? So you said you're going for like the shin first?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ohlivar like powers up his fist, you know, reels it back and just lets loose. And
Wham.
the rocks in the shin explode. Rocks like scatter everywhere. And with his second strike, blows a hole clear through the chest of the elemental.
Oh shit.
And the rest of the body like disintegrates and digitizes. I want you to roll another d20.
Cross harder. Oh, it's a nat 20.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
The primal rage that Ohlivar felt before has now just exploded inside of him.
Help!
When he makes those final strikes, it could be argued that Ohlivar changed.
Oh no.
What does Ohlivar say?
I mean, are we alternating right now since this is happening?
Yes.
Oh, here we go! Ohlivar will just kind of stand there with his fist still out, and as he's staring at this thing with a hole in his chest and starting to crumble, he just kind of mutters to himself,
Why am I here again? Why hate?
and then like all the nice blue lines, the what is it, like the lighted edging in his suit and stuff just goes full red as he pulls his fist back, and his shield actually just drops from his hand onto the ground. And he doesn't seem to care, and he's just kind of staring at this thing as he does not seem the same at all anymore. Oh, and the very large ancient maul that he keeps in his inventory suddenly becomes visible on his back.
Oh,
What is Damu?
Wally, no.
What is Damu's like immediate reaction, response, feelings to this?
Empathy. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm kidding, I don't know.
She will just see this happening and see him kind of almost like deteriorating into this like mindset of primal rage, and she'll just hear like the sadness in those last few words of his voice and just like calmly ask, like, Ohlivar, are you okay?
You're speaking to. What's this thing? Are you here to fight with it?
No, I am here to beat it up with you. We came here to get some crystals for your lens.
I never need help. That's pathetic.
It's kind of rude. And she'll just like blink it off and be like, "Oh, Ohlivar, how are you feeling right now?"
He just kind of like pans around, just kind of looking for something else to crush. And then he'll just take his maul out and just like further crush this earth elemental into more dust in the process. And as the hammer goes into the earth elemental and into the ground, he just says,
I do not know what Ohlivar is, but I feel good. It has been some time.
And she'll clock that and hear this voice, and just kind of be like, she's smart. She can put 2 to 2 together. She's a high int. She'll just be like, what's your name?
Can you not see my screen name? It should be apparent. Is this a PvP zone? Are you messing with me?
She looks up at his screen name. Is it different, or is it the same?
Sure, let's say it's different.
Oh God. Is it like like digitize and like change characters into his new one? Okay, so it's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the name has changed. And I guess I should ask, Indy, is that okay with you?
"Oh yeah." You mean which name? Like the?
Like it would change from Ohlivar to the name that I was just gonna say?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so the nameplate changes from Ohlivar to Eternal Executioner.
Oh, that sounds a little aggressive. Can I roll on it and see if I know it or recognize it at all?
I'm gonna say you don't need to roll anything to have any recognition of it.
Slay. Okay, so she immediately recognizes it. And she is just going to kind of like half smirk and be like, I thought I knew that voice. And she'll just kind of look around and be like, if you want things to crush, there's not really a lot left in here besides me. And this is not a PvP zone. Is it a PvP zone?
It is not.
It is not a PvP zone. So, you might have some explaining to do before you start crushing more things.
You're boring me. If we cannot PvP, then what is the purpose? Where is the nearest thing to kill? Where is the nearest PvP zone? I crave it.
Where is the nearest PvP zone?
That's actually a really good question. You know?
Yeah. Well, so you guys are in like essentially a pocket dimension.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah,
Like-
that's right. We're in the sandy pocket.
Yeah, it's kind of like the elemental planes.
She'll get that and be like, there's not really one nearby. I think we'd have to go back to, where would they go, I guess, after this? Back home?
Yeah, I guess, I suppose.
We'd have to go back home if you want to fight things. I guess. I don't... This is different. This is not the person that I knew, but I know this person that you are now, so I guess it makes sense.
You are being very confusing. I don't know you, but I feel like I do.
I don't like
he
you very
starts
much
to-
either.
He starts to kind of scan the corpse. Does he like see anything like shiny or
Yeah, he sees
something of
a-
quote unquote value?
Uh-huh.
Put it that way.
Yeah. He sees a bunch of crystals.
Oh yeah, he grabs those and shoves them in his sack and just says,
These can fetch a good penny.
and then I guess would he know where the exit is?
Where do I go?
It was very new to him, so
That's a great.
that's weird timing for the switch. But he's just fucking here now.
Can Damu grab a few of the crystals herself as well, just
Yeah.
in case? She'll just keep eyeing Oliver.
He aggressively stares at you as you do it.
Oh, I hate that.
Even though he
Oh,
can't interfere, he's like in your face, just staring at you,
Sure.
waiting for you to take one.
And she will just, in her head, she's just like, I don't like this. How can we get him back to Mr. Nice Wally Man? And she will start thinking about how she can do so, if she can try and find something to get him back.
So after this back and forth between you two, Damu, you decide that the best course of action is to return home with the goods to try and figure out if there's a way to reverse what's been done. And you get back, and I'm assuming Eternal Executioner goes somewhere like a workshop or whatever, but instead of building and fixing things, he's like deconstructing them. And then like he finds like a cuckoo clock and he just like smashes it with his maul. He's just
If there's like a safe, I think what would really make sense for him, because everybody used to do this back in the fucking day, in MMOs and stuff. But I think what would make sense for him is probably dueling outside of Ogremar. I mean, not Ogremar. No copyright infringement. but like something like that, and just like dueling everybody that comes his way and talking shit if they don't want to duel because he's a
Right-click, ask
toxic
to
piece
duel.
of garbage. Forcefully just duel. And spam them to death. Because is it still safe to duel in this game? Like there's like in a non-PvP zone, is it still safe?
Yeah, if it's like a duel, it's not to the death.
Okay, yeah, he would totally just immediately book it to that because he's just like, I'm bored. I want to fight shit.
Yeah, or he can go grinding outside of like Gold Leaf doing random stuff.
Yeah, totally. He's
Just, like,
he's way into the combat.
Murdering
Punching
all the
shit.
mobs. Yeah.
Just full murder hobo.
Yeah. So actually that's what I'm saying he's gonna do. He's gonna be like in Gold Leaf and he's just murdering like all sorts of mobs. Like there's
Just murdering.
Mobs, trees, houses. He doesn't give a shit.
I need an Ohlivar shirt that says it's him with the little red eye, and it says just murdering, and it's
just murdering. Yeah, so in Damu, you're kind of sitting watching him, but you have the UI, the game UI in front of you, and you haven't done this in a very long time, but you end up in the brain jar files. You know, the menu is kind of hovering above your face, and you remember back to when you saved Luis. And while you remember the threat that Chrissy told you, if you recall, when you guys beat the Deathburst Spider, she very specifically popped up behind you and said, "That was a nice trick you did. Too bad it won't work again."
Yeah.
But you are still looking in these files, and you notice something very, very, very odd about Ohlivar's files. And that there is way more files in there than there should be.
Like
go ahead.
double?
Ohlivar or Indy, how would
Probably
you...
like, oh god, maybe like 6 times as many.
Oh!
But like initially you see 3 times, and that it seems like 3 times the normal character, but then you see it's like the total size is like 6 times the size. So there's like one giant chunk that's like almost as big as those 3. It's a lot of stuff.
Olivar forgot to turn off his debugging.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
13.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, you notice all these files, and you also notice that the order of the files is a little incorrect. Normally, the main file, with the one that would be labeled Ohlivar, has been like lowered in the like order, right? So like the brain jar file system, or like the programming, like goes through like a list of things, and whatever is like first is like the thing that executes first, right? It's kind of an if this then that sort of situation,
Right. Yeah.
and you notice that Ohlivar's has been moved down, and Eternal Executioner's has been moved up.
Oh, somebody moved around his switch statement. I see. Interesting. And she'll just kind of sift through that data / code and kind of clock that.
Mm-hmm.
Can she move it back, or are these locked out? Can she try?
She can try, yeah.
Sure. What kind of role is that? I don't.
I kind of feel like hacking for VRCana should really be kind of an Arcana situation. You know, if you're trying to understand magic,
Very true.
since the magic in this world is technically programs.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way. So you go on ahead and do like an Arcana check.
Hey, that's a
That's
natty 19 for a 22.
Yeah. So you notice that there's something a little weird. The devs attempted to lock you out in the past, but for some reason, you notice you can't delete files, but you can move them just fine. And so you're able to move that one file or that one folder up. And in the background, like you hear Eternal Andy, go on ahead and just give me some like battle chatter as like he's like destroying wild boars and whatever critters.
Just big squeals and fucking trees cracking.
I hate you. Stupid tree.
The pig squeal kills me.
That was pretty good. That's pretty good.
But yeah, you hear all of that just like off in the background, off in the distance of the.
She's just watching him just beat the shit out of random shit.
But
She's over here on her laptop like. Sorry.
But the moment that you replace Ohlivar's file towards the top, you just hear and his eyes have gone from red to blue.
Aw, how pretty.
What does Ohlivar say?
He's probably mid-swing about to kill this poor little pig. And then like,
Oh no.
and then as the hammer comes down, it just stops like a couple inches as this poor pig is just quivering like, fuck. And there's just this giant shadow and ominous looking fucking robot about to crush him. And then Ohlivar just kind of says,
That is odd. I don't remember having this. I should probably put this away. Where am I? Where is Q?
and so he puts it all away and then goes to pat the pig on the head. Bloop, bloop, nice piggy. And then he, I guess, turns around and tries to find his way. Based on, I guess,
Dom is
landmarks
just
or
like-
road signs, stuff like that.
Dom's probably just like 30 feet away, just observing, like a freaking researcher looking at like gorillas, just watching them and writing them down. It's like, yeah, odd behavior.
Fascinating.
Truly fascinating.
And so like he kind of plops the hammer back on his back and it just disappears into his inventory. And then his shield replaces it on his back. And yeah, I guess you're actually 30 feet away. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
Dom
cool.
is like Dom won't remember that in the corner, but she is.
Ohlivar pans around and then sees you and says, it just waves back at you.
Oh, Q, hello. When did we get out here? I do not recall. I remember still fighting the golem. Did we escape?
And let me roll for this actually. See if she'll tell him what happened or not and let him be happy in his mind.
Ooh.
She will look at him and say, "Oh no, we were just out getting XP and fighting, and I was just watching. I went over to find a different mob, but I think you found it." And she'll look at the pig. She'll be like, we don't need to kill that one. We can go back home if you want, if you're done.
That does not seem right. I am unsure.
And he kind of, I think the first time wants to roll insight to
I was about to say,
see if she's like kind of fucking with him.
all right. I will.
Insight's not very good.
Yeah, say, Q, go on ahead and roll a deception, and then
My deception's not very good either. So
Oh boy, here we go.
it's not terrible.
15.
Oh, I got a 6. You good?
She will sense his confusion and just kind of have a moral conflict of like, do I tell him what just happened or do I discuss this with my friends and see if this can actually wait for another time, maybe find a better time maybe for it too, just because this seems like a heavy heavy load of information.
Okay.
You can definitely see like, well, kind of. I mean, he's a pretty stoic, robotic structure and face, but you can kind of see he's just kind of his eyeballs are floating around a little bit left and right, like he's just searching in his own brain. So he does seem a little bit, possibly a little more confused.
Does he feel
Because-
it when that happened, or like does he feel like an after effect almost in a way, or does he just come back?
Kind of both
Jekyll Hyde
analytical and just kind of like he's just like, but there's no way. It's kind of where you can tell his expressions are at. And he kind of looks at you and says,
Q, I am sorry. For a moment, I doubted you. I will take your word as the truth. I think, though, I may need rest. I do feel rather off.
And she'll take her hand and like dong dong on his back and be like, it's okay.
the accuracy.
And she'll just like, I know you're probably feeling a little off right now. It's okay. You took a few good blows from that. He didn't get hit at all by that elemental, did he? No. He did not. You took one good blow right after we hit it for some reason, right to the head. But I know you're feeling a little off right now. We can talk about it more when JB's around. I think that would be a good conversation to have with him.
Okay.
Yes, I believe so. If you do not mind, I would like to sit by the tree near the river and the animals, if that is okay.
And she'll smile and kind of rub his back a little bit, and she'll be like, "That's perfectly fine. You can do that. I have some reading to do." And she'll join him and kind of sit across and just read while he contemplates.
He'll walk over there and just kind of lean back and put his head against the roots of the tree a little bit, and just kind of stare into the sky and at the leaves, and just lay there, just quietly, just searching his own brain.
I'm gonna cry. Not Wally. Don't hurt my Wally, damn it.
Oh no! Don't bring Wally into this.
Did you say you were gonna
Eva?
Eva.
She's gonna keep an eye on him.
Okay.
For sure. And
Okay.
just kind of stay near and make sure he doesn't lip again. And,
Okay.
Kind of just note that personality that came out and start recalling and doing. They don't have internet at all or any kind of thing that they can do like research while they're in there. Can they do that?
Outside of like game wikis and stuff, no.
Okay. Well, she will can do leaderboards and stuff and kind of peruse that and pass stuff, and she will kind of look and peruse and search around for that name, even though she knows who it is and what they do, and kind of look for some maybe news article or wiki or a page that states anything.
Yeah, so like looking through old wiki boards and leaderboards and stuff like that, I think the most apparent thing is how inactive the name has been in very recent times.
Like fell off the face of the earth inactive?
Yeah. Didn't just slip from the leaderboards, kind of just fell off like a cliff.
Wow.
Was there 1 week very, prominent, and then wasn't at all the next kind of deal.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like, long periods of, long periods of time of being there and then not being there at all.
Yeah, she'll take that into account and she'll just think. She's like, I was wondering where he went. And she would just keep thinking about that and contemplating this persona, if you will.
Okay.
Just making sure to keep a close eye on him. We're in a pretty docile environment right now, but just in case he punches the bunny and gets angry again.
And I'm going to say that the rest of the evening goes without any sort of cause for alarm. And do we want to go on ahead and end it there? Or did you have anything else?
Good spot, I think.
So that is going to do it for this episode of VRCana, a roleplay adventure. Thank you very much to my two players for making a very fun combat encounter and some great role-playing from both of you. Thank you so much. My two players here are Quasar.exe.
Hi.
And Indy Falco 64.
So good.
It's so good.
The poor piggy.
All of our character art is done by the lovely and talented Jezza Rose. Go check her out on Twitter. All other art is generated by Midjourney or Wombo.ai. Sounds from Zapsplat and SyrinScape. Any other sounds, attributions are in the description. Thank you for watching. Until the next time, stay safe, stay healthy, keep fighting those good fights, and we'll see you in the next episode of VRCana.